Elaine Alexander enters the story herself in 1984. Elaine was a broadcaster with the abilities of a trained vocal performer and the determination of a crusader. In the mid-1970s, she had been the producer of a radio show in Canada called The Hotline. And she is going to start by telling us what that show was all about.
The Hotline that I produced for so long truly pioneered talk radio in Canada. We were known for the world newsmakers and the controversial issues and interviews that we aired. Anything under the sun was the way we put it, and we meant it. We introduced the kind of radio that informed listeners, and it was common for us to have as guests on our show everyone from the likes of Baroness Maria von Trapp, of Sound of Music fame, to Martin Luther King, and then to Bernadette Devlin, the firebrand of Ireland, debating with the Reverend Ian Paisley in Belfast. And we had Arnold Schwarzenegger, larger than life, before he became a multimillionaire, and he filled up half the studio, world figures of the day. And for the first time, listeners could participate, ask questions, and have a dialogue with these newsmakers. Never been done before. And we dared to pioneer, introducing to the primetime airwaves names in the alternative health field and others, such as Doctor Wilfred Shoot, Dr. Ernesto Contreras and his Laetrile, Linus Pauly, Adele Davis, again too many to record here. We gave wide exposure to all these issues to inform and make people think.
One of the many fields this show covered was the area of alternative health care. In 1984, when Elaine began broadcasting herself, she did so because she wanted to really investigate this field and bring her findings to the public in the same format of an open-line talk show.
When I began broadcasting myself in 1984, I then continued to examine health issues and began by painting an in-depth picture of the woman called Rene Caisse, and brought on air many guests who had any part in the unfolding of this fascinating story over the decades. One of the people I contacted for an interview was Doctor Charles Brusch M.D. of Cambridge, Massachusetts. He graciously agreed, and I interviewed him a number of times, for I ended up doing 7 two-hour programs on this very story, for the listener demand was so great.